Hi everyone, this is Pam Nakpil, and this is The Moving Truth with Pam. So here we are with some of our Latin American friends. And when I think about Latin America, the thing that really impacts me most is Latin America and the Philippines have a lot of things in common. And one thing really just, pops into my mind. Beauty queens. Like,
Wow, for sure.
always, I know they love beauty pageants and they always want to win the Miss Universe contest. We'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
But from Colombia, we have our guests Camilo and Daniela, and I'll let them talk to you about themselves.
You know,
Camilo.
thanks a lot, Pam, for this invitation. And yes, I'm happy to be here with you and with all the community. And yes, so I'm Camilo. I'm from Colombia.
Colombia.
And
I am Daniela. I'm from Colombia.
See, pretty.
Thank
Oh.
you. I'm 29 years old. I'm a psychologist.
Wow.
so in my case, I was a lawyer in my country, in Colombia, but when I moved here,
What were you doing in Colombia?
lawyer,
Lawyer. Okay. I did not get that.
practice lawyer, I
Lawyer.
practice law.
Law. Okay, a lawyer in Colombia. What do you do now?
Well, now I'm working here for a company, for an Atlantic company that belongs to the retail industry,
Okay.
right? And right now I'm working in the sales industry
Okay.
because when I arrived here, I took a program called
Okay.
Client Service and Sales.
Okay. So, okay, before we go into the here in Canada, what made you two decide, okay, one day I'm leaving Colombia, I'm going to Canada. What happened? Like, I want to know what started it all.
Well, many things happened before coming here. And the first thing that I want you to know, and you all know about it, is that before coming here, we wanted to go to Australia.
Okay, down under.
Yeah.
Down under. So, okay, Australia. A little far from here. you
Just a
know,
little bit.
a little far. Nearer the Philippines, but very far from here. Then what happened?
Well, so you know that the COVID arrived and things changed in,
Yes.
in that time. So a very close friend, they called us, hey, you've been waiting for so long. I know that you want to travel. You want to, to go to Australia or I don't know, any other country. But why you don't think of you could have, Canada has a new option. So
Okay.
I talked to Daniela, to my wife. Hey, what if we change our plans? Let's, we can change our mind. Let's go to Canada. That could be a great option.
But why were you thinking of Australia in the first place? Why Australia?
Well, the reason is that because in that time, we were, we wanted to Daniela to study English,
Okay.
right? Because in Australia, you can study English
Okay.
and work, right?
Okay.
So that was the main reason why, why we decided
You're going to
to
have
go
a
there.
different accent when you study English in
Yeah, it's
Australia.
different.
Right? So,
We have a
okay.
really good friend there from Australia. Hi, mate. How are you,
Hi,
mate?
mate.
Yeah,
All
she's a
right. Yep.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful
Good eye,
person.
mate. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay. So that was the plan.
Yeah.
Then suddenly your friend from Canada tells you, why not consider Canada?
Yes.
Is this friend in Canada?
He's living in Ontario.
Okay, Ontario. So then again, Ontario. Everyone knows Ontario. Everyone knows Toronto. Why New Brunswick? Like, before we came here, we didn't know what New Brunswick was.
Well,
We didn't know Moncton.
that's a really good question. Well, many things to say, but mainly the first one is that we started to check what places are,
Okay.
were not so crowded
Okay.
because we originally we're from a small city, and we
Which
wanted
city is this?
Arauca.
Arauca.
Is it far from?
It's border to Venezuela.
Oh, Venezuela.
Yeah,
Yes.
just in the
Okay.
border with Venezuela.
What's the main capital of Colombia?
Bogota.
Bogota, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know you have your former mayor doing the bike, the biking lanes
Oh,
before.
yes.
Yeah. So I know what Bogota
Bogota.
was. Yes. So okay, small city. So you were looking for something similar.
Yes, we were looking for, well, not something too small,
Yeah.
just like an intermediate city.
Yeah. Okay.
We considered Ottawa too in that moment, but I know that this city is very, friendly, Moncton and the New Brunswick.
Who told you about Moncton?
Here, we have another friend here.
Okay.
That he started talking about, New Brunswick and the Atlantic side of Canada, and I just,
Googled.
just went to YouTube and click on that because I don't know why. I don't remember, to be honest, but many people start to talk about the Atlantic Canada.
Yes.
The unknown Canada. And
I
I
know,
said, "What's
true,
that?"
true.
So I'm gonna check it out. I just went through internet, put that, and I start to think on New Brunswick. I
Okay.
started to see what options. So the cost of living in that moment, it was cheaper. Many things. So
At that moment.
at that moment, at moment the cost of living, was cheaper.
Yeah. Okay. So lawyer, how did you get to Canada? Some people go via, permanent residency pathways. Did you come in as a PR immediately or?
No.
No.
Okay. That's a big no.
My
Okay. How
pathway-
did you go?
Okay. I came here, just an international student.
Okay, international student.
Yes. So
3 times the price
yes.
of a local
It's a
student.
very expensive way to come
Yeah,
here.
very expensive.
Very
right?
expensive way to come in here. And at that time, while I was taking my program, Daniela, she was working full time, and I was working just part time because
Okay.
I didn't have the time to work more time, and in that time, you were not allowed to.
There's a
work
limit,
more.
right? 20 hours per week or
Yes,
something.
20
Okay.
hours per week. I just worked in that time just 20 hours per week. Yeah.
Where was Daniela working then?
Right now,
Before, when you
Oh,
first started?
before.
Yeah.
before in Colombia,
No. Yeah, in Colombia
In
first. You
Colombia.
were a psychologist.
yes, I am a psychologist in Colombia, and I was working as a psychologist. But when we arrived in Canada, I start working as customer service representative.
Okay.
Yes.
There are Spanish
Yes.
speaking call centers, right? I know I have a friend who
Yes.
works for one.
Yes.
Yeah.
My first job was in Spanish
Oh,
for
Which is
customers.
Lucky
great.
girl.
which is
Yes.
great. Which is great. Which
For
is great.
customers in Mexico.
Oh, that's and it's
Yes.
because-
Mexico and
yeah, North
Canada.
America, Mexico, Canada, right?
Yes.
So were you on board? Did you like the idea of leaving Colombia and go to Canada? Did you like that idea to move here?
Yes, I really like that idea
Yeah.
because we we want.
Yeah, you talked about traveling,
Yes,
right?
we want a change in our life.
Mm-hmm.
We want to.
A new lifestyle,
Yeah.
things
You,
like
everything,
that.
right?
Yeah.
It's always nice to have. It's exciting.
Yes.
Isn't it? So lawyer, that's a bit hard to swallow when you're a lawyer working with clients, suit and all, and
Yeah.
then working here first as a student and working retail. How did that feel, Camilo? I mean, how did you take that on? Because I'm sure you have status back home.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened? Was there a time that you said, "What am I doing?"
Well, so I have never regretted about what I'm doing here because I
Okay.
know that I was aware before coming here that probably you have to do different things once you arrive to a country
Okay.
like Canada, right? So it's something like you have to start from not exactly from zero,
Scratch, yeah.
or probably yes, but you know that it's a pathway. You
Okay.
know, that Canada is a country that that gives you the possibility to grow, and to there-
Do what you want.
Yes,
right.
I have never regretted because it's funny because in Colombia, I also wrote a book with other lawyers, so I was
Wow.
like a speaker, right? So in my opinion, I did a great job being a lawyer, but since I was a kid, I don't know why I wanted to, to live abroad. I don't know, to live in another country,
So, okay.
and I just mentioned that idea to Daniela, my wife, and she agreed with me. I say, okay, let's do
Let's
it
go.
because I love my country. We love my
Vamos.
country. Yes, vámonos. I love my country. Colombia is a nice country. I could spend many hours talking about that, but the main reason that we want to have probably a more peaceful life,
Peaceful life.
quite a life, because unfortunately not only Colombia but all Latin America is struggling with certain problematics, and I hope that everything is going to be better in the
Better.
future. But well, so we wanted just to change our lifestyle and access to more opportunities for us.
For the
and
children.
yes, and
Yeah.
for our baby.
Soon. Okay. Did your friends, lawyer friends in Colombia say, what a crazy idea?
Oh.
Did they not call you crazy and all this? Because we were called crazy. Did they call you crazy?
Some of them, but I have more friends. They are also lawyer, and they want to come here.
No, they want to
So
go.
they say, I don't care. I can start again, because you know that in the future you can do something with it's to be a lawyer here
Yes,
in
you
Canada.
can.
You
Yes, you
can
can.
do that. It's still it's a long procedure, but it's possible, right? It's a long procedure.
And I think the environment is now open to internationally trained professionals to be able to get their
yeah.
licenses here, accreditations here, like what's being done with the nurses now, soon engineers, hopefully doctors and lawyers too.
Well,
Oh.
law is almost like start to study again, right?
Because
We're
it's a
not
different-
that lucky career, because the law is different in each
True,
country.
true.
Yeah.
But well, it's up to you if you want to study again, so
Again.
you will be able to. But it's up to each person, right?
So how are you enjoying a different career altogether? I mean, lawyer working in sales, maybe there's a similarity there. Talking, right? But how are you enjoying it so far?
Well-
Your new career.
Well, I'm so happy. So I have two careers here, to be honest.
Oh.
First one is that I'm working for a retail as a sales
Okay.
representative.
Oh,
For me,
that's
it's
a-
fine because I'm dealing all the time with customers.
Yes.
I really like to talk to people. I like that environment. It's not a big deal because in my country, I was working as a lawyer, but I also was working, in sales because we have a family business
Oh,
in
okay.
Colombia, and I used to promote our own business.
What is your family business there?
So it's an English school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay.
I had to sell ideas to people that wanted to study, why you want to take English classes with us,
Oh,
things
okay.
like that.
So that's your first career here, sales. What's the second career?
I'm a content creator, digital content creator.
Wow. Okay. So Camilo vlogs as well, right? So what kind of content do you create?
Well, I like to share my life here in this country.
Okay.
So I like to show the Canadian culture. I like to show
Okay.
how the cities are, the towns,
So
the
it's like a
coast of living.
lifestyle thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
talking about your life here.
Yes.
Okay.
And mainly my followers are from Latin America, right? But what I'm seeing about my metrics is that many people from Europe, they are also watching my content, probably because there's
Because
the
of-
option to put subtitles in many
Oh, that's
languages.
nice.
Yeah. And what I'm trying to do is just helping people to know this side of Canada, to know the Atlantic Canada, because this is like an unknown province.
Yes.
And I want this province to ride, New Brunswick and the Atlantic to ride, because this is the province that gave to us the opportunity
I agree.
to be here.
I agree. That's why I'm doing this too, just to get people to know, well, first of all, the immigrants coming here, and also to the world outside, what's the process? How do you do it, right? How do you get to Canada if you wanted to? I know being a lawyer has its own success. Was it a very, um, like, what are the things you would tell people preparing for a life of being a student, for a life of a possible change career? What advice would you give them, and what do they have to prepare for in your mind?
Well, the first thing is English, 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 and French. It's like a second, option, but mainly English. But if people have both languages, it's gonna be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be incredible. So that's my first advice. The second advice: save as much as
Save.
as you can, right? Because this is a very expensive, probably
Activity,
country,
yeah.
or yeah. And
What's the exchange rate?
the exchange?
Exchange rate Colombia and Canadian
Well,
dollar.
you're gonna feel a huge difference,
Yeah.
right?
How much is it? 40?
Oh well, so let's say that I don't know how to express this one.
Like for every Canadian dollar, how many?
3,000
Pesos,
Wow.
3,000 pesos.
3,000.
So
For around
Every
3,000.
Canadian dollar?
Yes.
yeah, that's a lot.
A lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
you
a lot.
You guys have to save a lot.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So see, it's not that easy, right? You have to save a lot of money.
Yes, you have
To
to,
be a student.
say yes, because you know that you have to follow the government instructions, because you have to have certain amount of money, and you have to follow that. But that's another advice that I like to give to people. Yes, you have to follow the minimum,
Yes.
amount that the government, requires to you.
Yeah.
But I recommend, if possible, to bring a little bit more than that limit.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a really good advice too.
Yeah, because you have to spend for your lodging, to eat.
Yeah.
Rent.
I don't know if you
Renting.
did that. When we first came in, I always tell some of our guests, when we first came in, I couldn't eat because I always converted it into Philippine peso.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, this is so expensive. I'm not going to
Yeah.
eat here.
Yeah, even McDonald's. Many
I
people
know.
say, "Oh, McDonald's is the cheapest thing that you can find there," but it's not that cheap,
And when you convert, like chicken nuggets, $12.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
If you
Like,
compare that to Filipino peso or Colombian, that's gonna be,
so
you
expensive.
can get the triple in Colombia with the same
I
same price
know.
of nuggets. You're gonna get that. You can imagine.
Party.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, okay, what are the things you miss most about home that you do not get here?
Oh, well, so I miss for sure, family, some friends, probably, I don't know, mainly those things.
Food.
The
Food,
food. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. The food,
Yes.
the food. Yeah, yeah. We miss,
I
we
miss
miss,
the
we miss the
food.
food. Yeah.
We really miss
Paella,
the food.
right?
Yeah.
Is there paella?
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 Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
my.
yeah.
Paella is a Spain
Yes,
food,
Spanish food, but you have your
yeah.
But it's very common in yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what are the favorite food you have from Colombia?
What's your favorite one?
Bandeja paisa
What is that?
is a mix of rice, pork, beans,
Sausage.
sausage.
Oh wow! So is it in rice form? Is it much like a paella? No.
No,
Not
it's different.
exactly.
it's
Okay.
different.
We would have to discover.
Oh yeah, I'm
really
gonna show you
good.
later how it looks like, but the guys can check on internet. So bandeja paisa, I know that
Bandeja
you guys,
paisa.
you're gonna love
It's
that.
not from our town.
Yeah, but it's
from another city.
yeah, but it's
But it's really good.
Yes,
you
it's
can
so
make that
tasty.
here.
Oh yeah.
How about you? What food do you miss?
Oh well, so in our city, in our place, there's a very popular kind of beef called I don't know how to say, carne a la llanera.
Wow. Sounds
The
good.
beef.
Yeah, it's
So it's
kind
like
of
a
beef
steak.
That, yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's
a
special
special steak, and
There's another one that we've been shared. I think this one is from Brazil.
Picanha is from
Picanha.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Picanha.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
good
that's a really
too.
good one, yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
really good one too. Oh, I'm getting hungry as we're talking.
Oh
here.
yeah.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing here in Canada? What is the thing that gives you happiness when you're here? You miss family, you miss friends, but what gives you joy as you live here now? Like, what are the things you love?
You want to talk?
In my case, the safety.
Safety.
Environment, yes, is the first thing that we enjoy in Canada, the safety, because our country with that topic is very difficult, and we really appreciate it
Here,
in Canada, yes.
especially
For our baby.
yeah, I know. It's a
Yes.
boy, right?
It's a boy,
Do you have a name?
Noah.
Ah,
Noah.
Noah, beautiful name. We will see Noah soon. We'll take a picture of it and post it on page. Yeah. So yours is safety. How about you, Camilo? What is it that you love most about?
For sure, the safety. So many people used to ask me on social media, "Hey, be careful with your phone, your cameras.
Yes.
You're outside." I can't. No way. I'm feels so comfortable in doing this. I'm not gonna have any issue with that. So, oh really? Even my dad. I was in
Yeah.
Toronto 1 month ago, and my dad, "Hey, you're using your phone. There's a lot of people on the street. Come on, Dad. That's nothing is gonna happen
It's
to you."
different, right?
Different, very different.
Yeah.
Back home, I would remember if I just leave it, it's not going to be mine soon. But I love the stories about people leaving their phone somewhere and it's still there,
Yeah.
right? You can claim it
Yeah.
back, right? So, was there ever a time that you wanted to go home? That you say, really, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this to myself? I'm okay back home. Was there ever a time you felt that?
Well, so to be honest, I don't have nothing to say about that because
Really?
So
For the whole period, you just
Probably-
loved
probably-
In my case, maybe in the beginning was a difficult process. For example, for the driver license,
Ah.
for the all things that we have to do to
Again.
start with our new life.
I know about
Was
the
very
driver's
difficult,
license.
but just in the beginning.
But now it's.
Now we are really happy.
So do you
Yeah.
have friends now? I
Yes,
mean,
many friends.
so the community
we
is
have a
there.
very, very big community.
Okay, so what can you tell people about having this community? I mean, what kind of support do they give you? What kind of like just the act of being a community? What can you say about that?
Oh, you can answer that. You want to answer that? Okay. Well, so well, in different ways. So, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Do you remember last year when we were over 40 degrees under,
Oh, yes.
minus 40 around
Okay.
that? So in that time, I had another car, so I couldn't turn on my car. So hey guys, I'm late for my job. So who
Help
is
me.
able to help me and give me a ride to I had many volunteers and they gave me in that case the hand. So another thing is that, okay guys, I'm here in Walmart. So if you need something, just let me know. Right, so let's gonna do something together. We are far from our families, our relatives. Let's do something on on Thanksgiving Day, on Christmas Day. Let's.
The gatherings, right?
Oh yeah. So
I think Colombia is like the Philippines, such a way that
Yes.
family, extended family, friends, like a lot of food too. Right?
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
I know. So
we
what?
have never felt alone here.
That's good. And that's the kind of thing we want to have, is people who move here really feel like they have a home.
Oh yeah.
So last piece, what suggestions or advice can you give people about looking to come here?
Well, so Canada is a very nice place to be. They're gonna find many nice people here, warm people in the Atlantic Canada, and I know in the whole Canada are very welcoming people. Don't be afraid on coming here. So you have many opportunities to grow. You're gonna be in a very safety country, and it's for us it's a real I think that we are really happy here, and there are many opportunities for them. So they can just check the province that they want to come, and I highly recommend this province for many reasons that I cannot mention here because we don't have enough time now.
I wish we had more time, but thank you, Camilo and Daniela, for being here with me. I really love the stories. We'll promote Camilo's site too, so you can get more information about moving here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but with that, thank you everyone, and we'll see you in the next show. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.